Good morning. You are watching Dhesi Market Memo, Markets Simplified. What moved, what matters, and what to watch. Last night's main event was the Fed. The FOMC held rates at 3.5 to 3.75%. The vote was 10 to 2, and markets took that as a pause, not necessarily a pivot. And now the focus is what Powell says next. The take this morning, though, is a slightly softer dollar tone, a pullback in European equities over the last day, and a sharp repricing in commodities, with gold being the outlier. Three things from the board. First, gold. That is up 5.6% since 8 a.m. London yesterday, and that's a big move. It's the clearest signal on the screen. Second, Euro stocks, that's down 1.1% since yesterday morning, and even though it's slightly higher overnight, Europe has been the soft spot versus the US. Third is Aussie dollar versus the dollar. That's up 1.25% since yesterday morning, and that is a meaningful move for a high beta G10 pair. Okay, now coming to the glue. Overnight, the dollar is a touch weaker against euro and sterling and stronger against the yen. The risk looks mixed at the moment, with US equities slightly higher overnight but down on the day. Europe is down overall on the day, and commodities are doing the heavy lifting. Rates, the message is the curve is still high and also sticky. Dollar swaps are roughly 3.7% in 2-year and 4.2% in 10-year. Sterling is 3.8% in 2-year and 4.4% in 10-year. And euro is 2.2% in 2-year and 2.9% in 10-year. That keeps funding costs elevated, even if spot risk wobbles. Credit is calm on the last close, with US investment grade spreads around 73 basis points, high yield 270 basis points, and euro high yield 256. So no stress signal in the credit markets. Crypto is softer, with Bitcoin and Ether both down over the last day, with Ethereum being slightly weaker, and that does fit a slightly more cautious risk tone. So two practical points for anyone running currency or funding exposure. One, with swap rates still high, important to look at the carry and funding. If you are refinancing on hedge roll decisions, the level of the curve matters. Two, commodities are still moving sharply. If energy or metals feed into your cost base, check your sensitivities. Do not rely on stale assumptions. So, what to watch? Friday brings US data, PPI and employment cost index, plus a Columbia rate decision later in the day. And also keep an eye on Fed messaging. Today is about whether the market buys the hold message from the Fed or starts pricing the next move. That is it for this morning, Dhesi Market Memo. If this saved you time, please do subscribe and also comment on the one level you are watching today.